What's up, Riftbound players? Summoner Skirmish passed by 2 days ago at Holo Haven, and I wanted to show you a competitive Ahri deck that got second place. And what impressed me the most is that you can make this deck for under $40. I was very impressed when I fought against the deck. I think it is an amazing deck, and you definitely get your bang for your buck. Let's get into it. We've got 7 Calm runes, 5 Mind runes. The battlefields we have Grove of the Godwillow and the Dreaming Tree. For some extra draw power, this deck loves to hold. It's a legend ability, gives attacking enemy units -1. So holding with this deck seems to be favorable. And we also have War Camp. So when I interviewed the pilot of this deck, he told me that he needed War Camp to buff up his Ahris, which made them harder to kill. So for example, this Ahri right here, this one becomes 4 might, and if the opponent uses a very common card like Falling Star, it would have to choose this Ahri twice to kill it instead of only once. So very good decision on that front. Alright, let's get into the main deck. We've got the 2 champion Ahris, 1 for each. Playset of Defies, Stupefy, On Guard, and Retreat. It's kind of like another counter spell if you retreat, and also channel 1 rune exhausted. We have 1 charm, so you could bring an enemy to your battlefield, enforcing your legend ability. And we have playset of Stalwart Poros and Raven Bloom. Discipline, okay. Good stuff. We've got a copy of Rune Prison here. So, that's a pretty interesting choice. The pilot told me that this card is actually super valuable against taller decks. Makes sense. We got 2 smoke screens, 2 Watchful Sentries, 2 Lecturing Yordles, 2 Wind Walls, and a playset of Sonas, 2 Sprite Mothers, and 2 Blitzcranks. Alright, moving on to the sideboard, we've got 2 Charms, 1 Rune Prison, a Wind Wall, 3 Adaptatrons for a Gear Hate. Makes sense, Dazzling Aurora is pretty strong. And we have a Sprite Mother. Okay, so a lot of things to digest here. So when in my interview with the pilot, he said that the matchups he ended up facing were match 1. We had Teemo. He swept that guy. Match 2, he went up against Leona, which was me. He swept me. That didn't feel great, but I'm glad he rose so high. Match 3, he went up against Victor, a very common deck to see at locals, considering that his starter deck is pretty much complete. You just need a few cards. And for his final matchup, he went up against Dazzling Aurora Master Yi. So he went 2-1 against that guy, or rather 1-2. That Master Yi did get the dub, but it sounds to me like he was also pretty close to winning it too. After that match, he wanted to make some edits to the deck, and I have the edits right here. So the main changes he made to the deck was adding a full playset of Rune Prisons and let's see, and 2 Singularities in the sideboard. So kind of makes sense. Ahri's legend ability is best when going up against wider decks. So the less units there are, the less impactful the legend ability is. So by adding in all these rune prisons, it kind of makes going up against those taller decks easier. Alright. And cause it seems to me that once you hold with this deck, if you could get Sona on point while you're holding, you will be ready to respond with anything that you need in case they're trying to attack you. Once you're holding, you don't have to worry about much else. The Blitzcrank is a nice addition to see. It's essentially it's almost like a Riptide Rex, where except doing 6 damage to a unit, you would be doing 5 damage, except you would be grabbing anything on the battlefield, dragging it to it, starting combat. This thing has tanks, so when you drop this guy down, he will be tanking all of the damage, unless Lecturing Yordle is there, which I guess you could try to kill this guy if you want, but this card is really annoying to deal with. I went up against this card, and honestly, I would rather kill the Blitzcrank sooner than later, because him being able to drop this whenever he wants, it kind of messes with my game plan as a mid-range deck. Yeah, and it's also cheaper than Riptide Rex because you're only recycling a single green as opposed to 2 blues. Adding the singularities, I'd say that's pretty good against the taller decks and mid-range decks too. Yeah, and that is the end of this deck profile, or rather 2. So I am going to be dropping some more Riftbound content on my channel, so we will be having more videos like this. Like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video.